I've got a quote here, and this is an article that was in the FE Week, and he says, Charlotte has a history of turning up when no one tells her to, and it's got her a long way. I thought, if you see that in the right way, yes, you say you're a busybody, but I think it's about knocking on the doors that you need to knock on and talking to the people.
And we sometimes think, don't we, when we look around the people that we interact with through our day-to-day jobs, but everyone's just hopefully trying to be a good person, and none of us can do that single-handedly. We all need a helping hand, somebody by our side, somebody to support us. And most of the time I've found the people who seem the most scary are the ones who need the most help. And by actually reaching out to them, if I'm going to take a minister, I'm not going to name a minister, but actually none of them can do their job without the people like us on the ground. So actually going up to them and telling them how we can help them, I think they always, I've found, open us with open arms.
Okay. We'll come to that. We'll talk about government and ministers, and you touched on potentially that maybe a change. But what I would like to do is, with your permission, is go back a little bit in time. And you touched on your hometown. I want to talk a little bit about upbringing, and I want to talk about some of the some of those challenges and some of the things that you've experienced that I definitely can relate to. And I hold my hands up high, because when I read this, and I thought, I probably pigeonholed you in a slightly different level, and this is an eye opener. You talk about unconscious bias. I've fell into that trap myself, and I hold my hands up, and I want to ask you if you're comfortable talking a little bit about the early sort of childhood and some of that without me prodding too much. Tell me those experiences, please, Charlotte, and share with the audience.
Okay. Gosh, it's how much of a therapy session you want this to be. So I'll try and keep it of an area that is useful. So my parents split up very, very young. My mum did go on to remarry, but it was